either graduate from law school, the Loyola University.
A tribute to Doris Jean Castle. Freedom ain't cheap. Word on the street that the price is steep. At least for me, it's what I only hear. Because leaders like you flip the script so hard that now, some forms of injustice are unimaginable. It was your attributes that made it clear to never bow, never bow, never bow down in vain. At the minimum, an activist is what they called you. Freedom rider is what was installed in you. Cold, stiff, metal cuffs would not conform you. You felt like racial equality was past due to you. I feel it in my core that you, Doris Jean, never bowed, never bowed, never bowed down in vain.
The Super Duper Extraordinary Life of Morris F.X. Jafsir. Morris's family knew he was special. He was the type of child that would try and try and try until he got something right. One day, his family moved to another city. Morse learned how important it was to never stop getting an education. He worked hard and valued being both self-reliant and resilient. As time passed, Morse grew up to be stronger, smarter, and braver than ever. Morse studied, he worked, and he played. Morse wanted to do more to help children have better opportunities for recreation. Morse thought to himself, if I work hard and try, then those efforts will pay off. And guess what? It happened. His efforts worked as planned. Morse worked with a group to help create something wonderful, something extraordinary. Some might even dare to call it super duper. They formed NORD. It was made so that the youth in the city of New Orleans could have safe places to swim, engage in sports, and play. Morse FX Jeffseer never stopped trying to better the lives of those around him. This is what makes his life super duper extraordinary. What will you do to be super duper extraordinary too? The end.
Albert Dent was born in 1904 in Atlanta, Georgia. Early in the 1930s, Mr. Dent moved to New Orleans to work at a Flint-Goodrich teaching hospital as the first superintendent. This facility, developed by Dillard University, was the only place where African American doctors could practice medicine. As the 1932, New Orleans had only 35 licensed African American doctors. They introduced a health insurance plan called Penny a Day. It was the forerunner up to other health insurance plans in the country. By the 1941, he became the third president of Dillard University. Over his lifetime, Mr. Dent was an important contributor to many organizations. He even helped develop the United Negro College Fund. Albert Dent's commitment to healthcare and education is what truly makes him a legend in our midst.
Dear Mr. Douglas, I wonder what it's like to be you. I can't imagine what it would be like to walk in your shoes for a day. What would I see? How was it to fight just to be able to practice law? Did you put on your jacket and hat, fasten your briefcase like you were going off to war? What was it like defending cases that would change history? Your team helped to make the ban on sit-ins to be viewed unconstitutional. Was it bold determination that made you this way? Or rather, was it you saw equality was needed and not something unnecessary? Did you feel that people couldn't wait another moment for basic respect to be politely served on the table called life? Either way, I thank you, Mills Douglas. I'm sure that generations to come will do the same. Sincerely, James Isaacs.
A tribute to Diane French Cole. I got a voice, and I will use it. Maybe not to do what you did, but to learn from how you lived. To speak the truth as you would, and create changes as only you could. Mother, too many. You were willing to sacrifice every penny. The community at large was your family. Food, clothing, shelter, you name it, they got it. Whoop whoop! So patrol spotted. Just like you, I got a voice too, and I will use it. NAACP. Tell me, what was it like to be the first woman to lead it locally? To give voice to underrepresented minorities? To focus on recreation for youth and housing equality? It amazes me. You transformed destiny. And like you, what I do may inspire lives too. Because I have a voice and plan to use it. Good morning, class. It's so good to see you all. Today, we're going to be learning about very important men, Oscar Dunn and PBS Pinchback. They were both leaders in Louisiana. Caleb, can you find Louisiana on the map? Now you have it. Class, what is a leader?
We lead the light to the cafeteria.
Close. Very good try. A leader helps a group to go into a certain direction. Oscar Dunn was the first African American to serve as Lieutenant Governor of Louisiana, and PBS Pinchback was the first African American to serve as governor of our state. Can you all say the first?
The first?
In fact, this was the first time that this happened in the country. This happened during a time called Reconstruction. Does anyone know what Reconstruction was?
When someone knocks your blocks down and someone else comes to pick them back up.
Close. It was more that our country tried to start making the blocks a little more equal than before. You are all a sharp bunch. I hope that you learned something new. See you next time.
Only on 6, we talked to Dr. Norman C. Francis about having a street named in his honor. Starting tomorrow, the former Jeff Davis Parkway will officially be renamed Norman C. Francis Parkway, a fitting tribute to the educational giant and civil rights pioneer. Dr. Francis is a man of many, many accomplishments, from serving in the U.S. Army to being a pillar of the Black community. He dedicated his life and career to education, serving as president.
You know, my life hasn't always been this way. I remember when I was just like you. Let me tell you how it all started. The world was in depression back in 1931. This was the worst we ever seen. The pain had just begun. But my father and my mother fell in love and had a dream that they can build a family and swim against the stream. They didn't grow up in this era, so let me tell you what I mean. There was nobody that was safe but someone who looks like me. Segregated lunch counters, segregated on buses. And we asked to be human, they would say because of ruckus. Injustice, we all just want to be free. American, what does it mean? Doesn't mean we're really free and we ain't all free. We need to pay the price for change. What will it cost me? After high school, I was gonna join the army. I needed money for school, my parents didn't have it for me. My teacher provided for me scholarship on work study. XULA1s, yeah, you know I'm coming.
You can't do it, you can't do it.
We can do it, we can do it.
Well, I guess you gotta prove it.
I'll show you that we can. And my mother and my father didn't get the chance to go to school. I must have been my destiny to graduate from law school. The Loyola University, first black graduate. No matter the adversity, put everything I had in it. Took 2 years to join the army. Found out that it wasn't for me. Something in my heart kept screaming at me, pulling on me.
So are you Norman C. Francis?
I am.
Who the people demand?
What exactly?
Well, there's an open at Xavier for the Dean of Men. We think that you could be him. So how about you come down to campus and help us lead these young black men?
You can't do it, you can't do it.
We can do it, we can do it.
Well, I guess you gotta prove it.
I'll show you that we can. And I took the job at Xavier, fought for civil rights. I see them blind and fear riders, so I went and freed the riders. Became friends with Martin Luther King. We both had a dream on a day that Murray passed. The baton, it was passed to me. I became the first black president at Xavier University. My wife and I love our students like they were our family. We live to give our black students a chance, cause in life sometimes all we need is helping hands.
Norman C. Francis. Nearly 40 years as president of Xavier University of Louisiana, Dr. Norman Francis has demonstrated a steadfast dedication to education, equality, and service to others. Throughout his career, he has led religious, educational, and civil rights organizations and has made significant contributions to the important work of historically black colleges and universities. The United States honors Norman C. Francis for his leadership, compassion, and commitment to education.
We're some of yesterday, and some of tomorrow. We are America. But most of all, best of all, we are America now. We are America now. Many came before us, and many will come along after we're gone. But until then, it's all in our hands to do the best we can. We are America now. We are America now. Time for all good men to get together with one another and iron out their problems and iron out their quarrels and try to live as brothers and try to find peace within without stepping on one another and do respect of the women of the world. Just remember we all had mothers and make this land a better land and the world in which we live. And help each man be a better man with the kindness that you give. And I know we can make it. I know done well we can work it out. Yes we can, I know we can. Yes we can. Why can't we if we wanna? Yes we can. I know we can make it work. I know we can make it if we try. Yes we can, I know we can. Yes we can. We got your money. Yes we can, I know we can.